Have you ever felt a deep stirring inside you? Like you were meant for more, but couldn't explain it? It's a feeling that where you are right now isn't the full story of your life. A yearning for something more. You try to ignore it, distract yourself, stay comfortable, but it keeps coming back with persistence. That feeling isn't random or confusion. It's definitely not something to simply brush off. Today, we'll uncover 7 clear signs that God is calling you to something greater. Not just a better situation, but a higher purpose that will stretch you, shape you, and change your life. You'll recognize these signs, understand God's actions, and respond with confidence instead of fear. Sign 1. You feel uncomfortable where you once felt settled. Your current situation once felt right and peaceful, but now something has shifted, causing unease. What used to bring you satisfaction now feels draining. Routines feel repetitive, and your environment limiting. You can't fully explain it, but deep down, you know something isn't the same. This discomfort isn't something to run from, it's a signal to pay attention to. God often disrupts your comfort before He elevates your calling, preparing you for more. If you stayed completely comfortable, you'd never move, grow, or step into your purpose. Instead of forcing yourself back into the familiar, lean into God's plan. Spend time in prayer, asking Him what He's doing and what He's calling you toward next. That discomfort isn't punishment, it's preparation for your next step. God isn't trying to take something from you, He's leading you somewhere greater. Sign 2. You have a persistent inner pull you can't ignore. There's something inside you that keeps nudging you, a constant inner voice. It might be an idea, a passion, a direction, or a burden for something bigger than yourself. You've tried to dismiss it, told yourself it's unrealistic, but it keeps coming back. That's not random or just emotion. It's God placing purpose inside of you. God often speaks through a persistent calling that won't leave you alone. It doesn't always come with full clarity right away, but it comes with consistency. Instead of ignoring it, acknowledge it. Bring it to God in prayer, asking for clarity. Ask Him for clarity, wisdom, and direction. Take small steps in faith. Obedience in small steps opens the door for greater revelation, even without the full picture. If it keeps returning, there's a reason. God's call doesn't fade, it waits for your response. Sign 3. Doors are closing unexpectedly. You had plans and expectations. You thought certain opportunities would work out. But suddenly, they didn't. Doors closed, and things fell apart, becoming uncertain. It's easy to interpret this as failure or rejection, to feel discouraged and question everything. But sometimes, closed doors are the clearest ways God redirects your life. Not every opportunity is meant for your future. Some paths are not for you. If every door stayed open, you might limit or delay your purpose. Trust His protection.
Instead of chasing what closed, pause and seek God's perspective and guidance.
Ask Him what He's protecting you from, and where He actually wants you to go.
A closed door doesn't mean you're off track. It often means God is correcting your path.
Sign 4. You're being pushed to grow spiritually. You begin to notice a shift inside of you, a deep spiritual awakening. You feel a stronger desire to pray, even when you didn't before, seeking connection.
You feel conviction about things you once ignored, becoming more aware of your spiritual life.
This isn't random growth. It's intentional, a deliberate process of change. God prepares you spiritually before He elevates you publicly, building your character. Your calling requires a stronger foundation, built in your relationship with Him. Without spiritual depth, you won't be able to sustain it, so don't resist this pull. Lean into it. Make time for God consistently. Even when inconvenient, choose Him. Open your Bible. Spend quiet time in His presence. Let Him shape your heart. God calls you higher by first drawing you closer, building intimacy. Sign 5. You feel isolated or set apart. You may notice distance from certain people. Conversations and interests change. You don't connect the way you used to, and sometimes it feels lonely. This feels like loss, but it's often alignment, a necessary step for growth. Not everyone is meant to go where God is taking you. Some relationships are seasonal. If you hold on to what God asks you to outgrow, you'll slow down His building. Instead of chasing old connections, use this season to grow closer to God.
Let Him fill the space, refine your character, and strengthen your identity.
Being set apart means you're being prepared for a different environment. Sign 6. You experience unusual challenges or resistance. As you move towards something greater, you may notice increased resistance. Things get harder, not easier. You face doubt, fear, distractions, and unexpected obstacles. Opposition increases not because you're doing something wrong, but because what you're stepping into matters. Instead of letting resistance stop you, let it strengthen you, building resilience. Stay rooted in prayer, grounded in faith. Refuse fear, push forward even when uncomfortable. Growth and resistance often come together. Your calling is significant. Sign 7. You start seeing life through a different lens. Your mindset begins to change. Things that once felt important don't carry the same weight. You care less about approval and more about purpose, less about comfort and more about impact. This shift becomes stronger over time. This is how transformation begins from the inside out. Feed this new perspective. Be intentional about what you allow into my mind and spirit. Surround yourself with truth and wisdom. Growth requires a renewed mind. When God calls you higher, He changes how you see everything. Feeling uncomfortable is often the beginning of growth, not the end of stability. God plants purpose. Closed doors are protection and redirection. Isolation means alignment. Resistance means keep going. A changed perspective means transformation is already taking place. Comment below, God, I'm ready, and subscribe for more messages to grow in faith.